Honestly, I was expecting this because I told him, I even told David, I'm like, you get a woman that understands manners, rules, and shit like that, I guarantee you, dude, you're gonna have a hell in a handbasket. He's like, what do you mean? You and your kid. He's like, what? You, your kid, and your mom are gonna be that woman's biggest fucking problem. And here we are.
No, the kid uses manners with me now.
No, but that's the thing. That's the thing. Now. But he never really used them beforehand.
Yeah, because I just say, if he asks for something and doesn't say please, I just say no.
Exactly. Alright, he is not used to what?
Boundaries.
No. He's not used to the no. That's what you gotta understand when I'm saying no. No. It's not you being wrong, he's not understanding the word no. He just doesn't understand the word no.
Well, he's getting there, because even David's telling him no.
Exactly. That's what he doesn't understand. Neither does his own fucking mom, especially when David gets a lot more adult than she wants. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, hence, what does she do? She goes and whines to, like you said, Michelle. Right?
Yeah. Or
Why?
she makes comment about me.
Yeah, but the thing about it is you know the boundary with that, and the boundary is the same boundary it would be with your kids. The answer is, I can't do anything about it, it's his kid, the only thing I can do is give advice.
Well, and...
You cannot control the situation, because at the end of the day, it's going to wind up with Michelle, mixed up in the picture. So it's better to give advice than to what?
I'm just doing my...
You're giving advice. That is all you're doing. That is, like you said, that is all you're doing. It is. I've listened to it.
She goes to him, and he's... What happens between the two of them is between the two of them. He hasn't come to me, and I've told him, I ask him all the time if he feels like I'm too vocal or too harsh or too whatever on Ethan. And because I'm not trying to be, I want, if I've said anything that he felt like was crossing a boundary or a line, I want to know that. And so I check in with him on a regular basis and ask how, if he has any concerns.
Yes.
So far, he hasn't had any.
And that's the bigger picture. The bigger picture is asking about what? How they feel about the situation and or about you or how you came across. That is the biggest picture, because if you don't, then what? What does it mean? What did it mean to you when your parents did it when you were a kid?
My bad, my phone rang.
It's alright, because David's here.
Hi,
David. Yes, we see you. At least I do, anyway.
I hope so. I'm kind of a big-ass target.
Oh, it's alright. I'm the biggest, don't worry. I got a bullseye the size of the Goodyear blimp.
How was your day, baby?
Long.
Arduous.
Nah. It's okay. Just a long day.
I can understand that one.
So I'm like updating tasks, I'm doing tasks, and now I got told, I think Alex was there when it was talked about. So we have tasks that we're supposed to be doing in this program, and then if we're using this new Talk Desk program, which is an email/phone program, we can task, well, we're not tasking in the first program, we're supposed to be submitting a report of, emails or phone calls or whatever in Talk Desk. Well, now they want us to task the stuff from Talk Desk.
Why?
I don't know. Better KPI, I guess.
The only thing I could think of would be is you can't delete a log file. Whereas if, you know, before you technically could.
Because we have a bunch of higher ups, they can see into our Salesforce stuff as well. They're not checking contests, they're looking into Salesforce for the updates of stuff. So if we don't have a phone call reported in Salesforce, they're not going to know that we actually have an update.
Oh, that makes sense.
So yeah, the talk desk gives us a reference ID.
Oh, okay.
This long ass 30 alphanumeric code.
Oh gosh.
And so,
okay.
So now every time I task something in Salesforce from about talk desk, I put a generalization of what the call was about, and then I put that interaction ID number in there, and it's just a lot.
It sounds like it's a little overextensive, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but if it helps the higher up understand the busyness of our job, then fine.
No, that is true. No, that is true. Because I thought it would be more of like people wiping, you know, logs and whatnot, saying, you know, oh, well, I've called this person, but, you know, they actually didn't, or they put in there that they did and they didn't. I thought it'd be one of those things. Honestly, that'd make more sense to me. Because honestly, I know people who would do that. That would write script logs and stuff like that for, you know, calls and shit like that they made and report that they called these people when they never did.
Oh yeah, no. One of the guys on our team, it's probably been over a year. He got fired for putting in tasks saying he had done stuff.
Yeah, see that's probably why they did it. That's probably why they did it, because that makes more sense than anything, because now it's a 30 numeric code that's a little bit harder. It's like an encryption code. So yeah, that makes sense. And I guarantee you that's more than likely why they did it, because if someone did that, then yeah, because that would be the obvious workaround. And for you to put that task in, and therefore they can get the code, they can confirm the code happened, and yeah, that does make a little bit more sense to a degree, but yeah, that's definitely one hell of a hassle. God, that's like doing paperwork in triplicate.
Yeah. Traffic apparently getting onto JTB is... Oh no, this is Butler. Wait, JTB is Butler. Apparently I just got off my work street, Hodges. Now I'm getting on the JTB and traffic's at a standstill.
I thought you said JCB. I'm like, what, a tractor? You're getting onto the back of a tractor? Okay.
No, that would be either John Deere or Case.
Oh, okay.
Which, did I hear John Deere is getting into the car manufacturing business?
No. John Deere is not getting into the car manufacturing business. John Deere is trying to get into what they consider the automated tractor business. Which cars use, cars use automation. Alright, especially, you know, they're trying to with the Wemo crap and all that other shit.
Okay.
Alright, so the whole ordeal is a while back, the Swiss or Belgians or something like that came out with an AI tractor. Okay, well, John Deere originally came out back in the day with kind of the similar thing, but the only difference is it uses satellite. Okay, so you know how a tractor can technically drive in a straight line now without it really deviating a course, right? You know, you really have to put much input into it, right?
Right.
Okay, well, what they're trying to do is trying to remove the driver entirely. Okay, and they actually do have, believe it or not, something like that on my farming simulator. All right, and it's a real thing. It does exist in the real world. It's a real working like AI tractor that they've been trying to get to work and use for past maybe decade ish. But John Deere said that they want to try to implement the same technology that they have for a tractor into a car because they think it would help it better. So it's not them actually, how we say, like building a car. It's them trying to get into the process of helping that AI project of a car. If you go and look at it, John Deere, it doesn't say anything about a car. It just says AI project and then helping with the AI car. Because they work technically with an AI tractor. But a tractor only moves at like 2 miles an hour. Doesn't do like 60 miles an hour down the fucking highway.
There was a mod for Farming Simulator 2019.
Mm-hmm. Same
for
thing.
automation.
Yeah, same thing. You know the little red tractor that they had that didn't have like the top on it and everything else like that? Same one. And it's a real tractor. They do use it. It has been in operation for about 10 years so far, I think. Because trust me, I was wondering if they actually really built something like that. No, and they actually really did. I thought that was just a video game thing. Nope. Oh yeah, we have another person to play Repo.
Nice. What level are you currently on?
Whatever level we were on.
Well, the last number I got from you was around 230. 215?
230. 50. Huh?
Alex says that him and his group are past 250.
That's a good grip.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it.
We had 6 or 7.
We get to 6, and we'll start finding rooms with like those narrow pathways, and I'm like, why? Why?
Or next thing you know, it's just going to be all holes.
That or a fucking game with 3 grandpas?
No. What I could see is a block, a long board, all just nothing on the side, and you have to walk across this board with this one little object, and there's like 10 grandpas on the other side, and
dude,
nowhere to hide.
I showed you that when we were playing, walking across that wooden platform.
Yeah.
With a fucking computer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It'd be something like that, you know, but longer. You know what I mean?
Well, I had no issue with it. I did it just fine. Just saying, it was bullshit.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I'm waiting for a level just to be out with nothing but that board, the extractor on the other end, and like 10 grandpas, and you carrying this massive object. You know what I mean? I believe that's Rev. I want to say it's Rev. Okay.
Hello, senor.
What is up?
Traffic sucks.
Traffic does suck. You know what doesn't suck?
There's lots of things that do and don't suck.
The fact that I'm already done with my Christmas shopping for my dad.
Nice.
Yep. You know how I went to go to the, he got me a ticket to go to that William Shatner thing?
Yeah.
Well, one of his favorite movies of all time is that